Emperor of Ocean Park's Episode 5 recap and ending explained, what was the Excelsior chess problem? Talcott and Mariah, the two siblings who lost their father in Emperor of Ocean Park, had always suspected that he did not die naturally. They believed that someone had murdered him, but it appeared like the world around them did not want them to know the truth. Even Addison, as we learnt in the previous episode, wasn't telling them the whole truth. They discovered that Addison had burned Judge Oliver's scrapbook, which included some key data. Furthermore, Talcott was going through a difficult time in his marriage. He suspected that his wife Kimmer was cheating on him with her employer. He hadn't addressed her because he believed she would refute all of his claims if he didn't have sufficient evidence to back up his suspicions. Talcott and Mariah still had no idea what the arrangements were. Everyone, from the fictitious FBI agent Foreman to Jack Ziegler, assumed Talcott was aware of the arrangements, but he was just as unaware as everyone else. Mariah was also going through a really strange period in her life. She had given up her work to support her family, but now she was rethinking her choices. For the longest period, she had been living apart from her husband under the guise of investigating her father's death. However, she didn't want to go to her residence because her previous choices and decisions haunted her. Her father had warned her that if she married Howard, she would be unable to advance in her job, and that prediction had come true. She had no idea what to do or how to approach the situation. So, let's see what happened in Emperor of Ocean Park Episode 5, and whether Mariah and Talcott are able to progress with their investigation. Warning, spoilers ahead. What occurred in the chess championship? Judicial Oliver said. Now, I don't mean it negatively, but children at that age begin to feel burdened, and Talcott's circumstance was similar. His father realized he was a superb chess player, therefore he encouraged him to improve and win championships. Talcott wanted to play basketball, socialize, and have some fun, but he wasn't allowed to do any of those things. Talcott liked chess, although he wasn't as obsessed with it as his father. He didn't see why it was so crucial for him to concentrate and win the championship when other kids his age could simply go hang out with his pals. Talcott lost a competition in 2007 and witnessed his opponent cheating. Talcott was outraged when he watched his father praise him. Talcott questioned his father's decision to ask him to shake hands with his opponent despite knowing the youngster was cheating. And that's when we learned about Oliver's character. Oliver had always believed that society was unfair to white people. He understood that any black person would have to defy the odds in order to thrive in life. After telling Talcott that he expected more from him, Oliver punched the child's father. What did Mariah learn about Jack Ziegler? Mariah met her colleague Hannah, a prominent journalist, and asked for a favor. Mariah was aware that Hannah and her department were investigating Jack Ziegler, so she asked him to share her research materials with her. Mariah learned that her father, Judge Oliver, had previously ruled against a guy called Sullivan Jansen in the Casino Workers vs. Golden Creek Resorts case. Sullivan Jansen collaborated closely with Jack Ziegler, and Mariah believed that there was a strong reason to murder someone. Mariah told her brother, and she was overjoyed because she thought she had made the first major breakthrough. However, there remained a lot of work to be done before bringing Jack Ziegler to court. Many aspects of the case remained unknown. Mariah was certain from the beginning of Emperor of Ocean Park that Jack Ziegler had murdered her father. However, I believe the mystery was more complex, with many unknown factors. Could Talcott solve the Excelsior chess problem? Talcott was mentally stressed out because of what was going on in his personal life, as well as because he knew his father expected him to be aware of the so-called plans and take leadership. Talcott was startled that his father chose him and left that letter, in which he stated that Lisa's boyfriend was aware of the plans. Emperor of Ocean Park Episode 5 ended on a cliffhanger, and Talcott did not receive answers to many of his inquiries. First, he had Kimmer follow him, and he discovered that she had gone to Jerry Nathanson's home to meet him. Talcott assumed she was having an affair with him, but the truth was much deeper. Talcott's co-worker photographed Agent Foreman's car parked outside Jerry's residence. Aside from being angry, he believed his wife was collaborating with the bogus Agent Foreman, that she had something to do with her father's death. Kimmer did not answer his questions, instead saying she had made mistakes and was sorry. Kimmer was also astonished to learn that Talcott was attempting to develop a relationship between her and Foreman. She claimed that she had nothing to do with the problem, but Talcott found that difficult to accept given what he had discovered. Talcott approached Carl, his father's chessmate, to find out what his father meant when he said, Excelsior. Talcott discovered that his father was probably talking about a highly difficult chess problem, but he intended to emphasize some underlying symbolism. At the end of Emperor of Ocean Park Episode 5, Talcott received a digital copy of the book that his father frequently read. Talcott hoped that the text would provide answers to what Judge Oliver meant by Excelsior. Talcott was returning to his home after obtaining a digital copy of the book from Carl when he was attacked by unknown individuals. They stole the CD and tortured him mercilessly. In later episodes, we shall learn what Oliver meant by the phrase Excelsior, who those assailants were, and whether Mariah was correct in suspecting that Johnson and Zielger had something to do with her father's killing. Thank you for watching.